Dura pulling out the Leona, the last one left, and it's just going to be Jin here for Geo. So instead of going for that scaling hyper carry, is going to look for something to follow up on all this.
For this invade. Might actually be able to steal this one away. Okay, Canyon moving on now towards his Krug camp. I don't think Canyon wants to give this up and does still have the vision here. There is a magical journey and actually great use of the cosmic binding. Of course, that is a problem with the warrior trickster, is the fact that you can set up for that stun, and great use of it there by Andil.
Did not even notice until it procced that Andil has taken electrocute here, which is pretty right.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're just not quite as good because they're obviously a bit stale. But they are still fine. We do have a little bit of a battle here as Ruler Arcane shifting forward, finds the stun though to Andil, as Ruler now going to flash over the top of G, will be able to lock down the kill. Grabs that one for first blood and is looking for another. Stays alive by getting into the brush to avoid dying.
Kills here to Gen.G. So the initial setup here is on to Jiu. First shot, right? He's trying so hard to get that full shot out. Flashes on him.
Man,
he's so close to it. And then Leona here gets the stun. Gets into the brush, the minion aggro is
the limit. And if he had have died, would have still been a huge win.
Yeah, no.
That's the ridiculous part, is now Chovy trying to sidestep some of this, but the ulti does come through from Yukal. Now Chovy with that phase rush is looking to try and run away. Can he get back into the realm warp? He can, and that is going to get him to safety. Nicely done there, but does have to use a whole lot. Not the flash though, just Ghost.
Yeah, just Ghost. He did take Ghost this game. We've discussed this a little bit, starting with the pre-show even yesterday, but Ryze takes Ghost most of the time in this meta because of the powered recalls you get and home guards.
Home guard power as Canyon will be backing away. Good sidestep from the deadly flourish, but still Andil going to be able to get that electrocute proc with a bit of a meep slap. DRX now setting up for Dragon by the looks of things.
Very aware that no one can really come over here and stop him. He has flash and ult, and he is ready to use it. Yukal, he's creeping over, but I don't know if he should be.
Yeah, he's on vision himself, but you got the miasma going down. There's the knock up onto Chovy, remember. Doesn't have the flash. True Shot Barrage sails through, though, as Yukal has to flash away. Does manage to find the petrifying gaze, but it is still going to be him that falls down. And the Cyclone is going to lock up the Bard as well. So sad meep sounds and 2 kills to Gen.G.
I mean, Yukal went for the 1 in a million play there on trying to shut down the Wukong. It was very cool. It did still not work, unfortunately, for him. It looked very impressive, the timing of that miasma coming out, or petrifying gaze.
There is the barrier going to be used as G now looking for it. Oh, the reloading! So problematic, as Ruler is going to be able to dive off to the side with the arcane shift. Still, Jiu is alive, and that is good news. Deadly Flourish not going to quite land.
Jin should have upgraded his clip.
Yeah, this is the problem.
Wait, actually, no way. If he, saves it.
I mean, Duro's coming in, there's the flash out, and Andrew just slaps him down. Just overstaying the welcome is now Keen. Could actually be there, the flash forward, and Rich is able to lock down the solo bolo. Chovy is going to be able to answer it here most likely, and we'll just need another Q or 2, and Rich will be going down. Does get the Soul Furnace, so we'll be buying a little bit more time as, don't tell me he gets out. Do not tell me he does not get out, thank goodness.
Well, in exchange, Yukal is going to grab that outer plate.
He's going to tick down just a little more, but let's have a listen to the coach voice here on the Gen.G side.
오케이. 집 안 갈게요.
So I'm not going home.
As he takes the magical journey out.
Yeah, the electrocute Bard Jin lane did not generate the lead that DRX were looking for in this one.
Yeah, getting cleanly duo killed was probably not the thing they wanted. As Tempered Fate goes down, Curtain Call comes in as well, as now Gen.G looking to try and turn it. The Cyclone is enough just to kill Andil outright, as now Willa inside the Cataclysm, but who's trapped in where with who is now Jiu looking for a little bit, but Ruler is right behind him, and now Canyon just going to transfer over towards killing Yukal to keep himself safe. True Shot Barrage onto Jiu, the flash forward from Chovy, the easy 1-2 punch here as Gen.G throw out the alley-oop, and it's 8-2. Gen.G.
And I just don't think there's a real contest in this one. DRX tried last time.
Well, let's see what they can actually get done here. It's actually Ruler that takes down the Dragon. Tempered Fate does nothing, and down goes the Bard. Now Willer is in a lot of trouble himself as he has to flash to get himself out of the way. Yukal not going to be so lucky. Petrifying Gaze onto 2, but it does not matter. There is no follow-up, and that is another couple of kills swiftly going over to Gen.G as all of their quests have now been completed. And Jiu does get a bit of a wave shoved in towards this turret, but I don't think in the neutral is really going to be able to fight against Ruler here as Willer comes down, does find the Cataclysm.
Ruler has flash and barrier, and Gio is reloading again. Ruler's like, try me.
Oh no. Well, he will find that bullet. Ruler is going to have to possibly use something to get out of the way, but there was no vision, and so therefore it is just not going to happen. Canyon moves in, but he's just trying to deter them from sticking around. And yeah, we don't need to look at the top lane. It's not all that interesting, as Andal might be dead again, as Shield of Daybreak, not actually quite enough there, but they're just going to follow him through his magical journey. So there goes the Bard once more.
You know, the analogy, you miss every shot you don't take, doesn't necessarily mean you need to take every shot. Gio has been, certainly he's been pulling it out. Every time he gets a chance, he is going to escape here, but his turret is not long for this world. Rich is getting collapsed on. And that candle analogy, you know, maybe it's a bucket of water this time for Gen.G.
Well, you can see Rich is just bailing himself out of there, as Gio is also going to die. Chovy and Ruler making short work of the Jhin. The Scion, as we can see, is defecting. Just thinking that maybe Gen.G is going to be the right call for this game. But he is just going to be able to make it out. Cute little use of the unstoppable onslaught to make sure that he is going to survive. But Gen.G, in the meantime, will be taking the side. Solar Flare not quite getting the stun onto Yukal. Looked like it was very, very close, but good sidestep there, avoids that. But it looks like Duro and Keen will be able to absorb this pressure, actually doing a bit of damage back towards Yukal as well. That Eclipse now completed. And Ruler with some spare time. This is what happens. I mean, DRX overloaded the bot side. They had a few extra members there. But now Duro is actually going to go for this, as now Yukal could be in trouble. The flash out of the way from the Tempered Fate means that Yukal is just dead, and Willa tries to get back towards that side of the players. Okay, Duro. Straight underneath the turret, is actually surviving for a very long time and uses the Rift Herald to get himself to safety. Willa is going to be ran over by the Rift. What the heck was those coach comms? They go into Duro's ear and say, all right, can you just pilot the Rift Herald to murder someone, as you are almost definitely going to go down, and then watch Ruler get a solo kill in the mid lane? That was probably not what was said, but we did hear that he was giving Duro tips.
Yes. Wow, that was everything. I was going to say that was something, but I think it was actually quite
That was everything. A lot of things.
Yeah. No summoners for Duro in that exchange, by the way. Just all clean, you know. Go in, tank for Canyon to get the charge, reboot into the Herald, and then turn around and grab the kill. The Ruler's just making a highlight reel over here.
Yeah, he is. Willa might be able to kill him. He did have the barrier available, though. There's a Cataclysm avoided, and Ruler outplays him to pick up the double solo. Rich is going to turn up, and that's going to make it too hard as Deadly Flourish does come down. But I think the damage has been done, as Gio is immediately punished now for killing Prince Ruler, and Canyon will be able to deal with that as he flashes forward to pick that one up. Now Rich, oh, they just left. As Yukal was teleporting in,
yeah,
that's why.
TP is just a little bit too late. I want to get an instant replay of the fan cam, because the fans 100% game 2, perfect KDA, but it's kind of been the Ruler show here.
And Ruler had a pretty good game 1 as well. So, I mean,
recency bias means my prediction is Ruler's going to get it, because, I mean, watch this.
I mean, he does this, right?
Yeah.
And that might be enough just to get it regardless. Man, that was a sick outplay. What was that, is what he said.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe with the smack talk on top of it, he might get my vote. We'll see what happens to the rest of this game.
All right, well, DRX, they're not out of it just yet, but they're very close. It's 11,000 gold, and we do not want to, you know,
they are out of it, Alice.
Yeah, we don't want to say anything that may lead to us sounding like we are not being a bit disingenuous. We don't want that. This game is borderline over. As Canyon is going to get engaged on here. Let's see whether he can find something, as the Cyclone does get a couple of knockups. Surviving for a very long time, however, will be taken out. But look at these health bars. They're so low. Great sidestep there from Chovy at the same time. Does get interrupted, so he's not realm warping away, but that might be a dangerous thing, as he gets a big old shield from the Seraphs, and in goes everyone. Ruler's now showed up. That's a bunch of extra money. I mean, Gio does manage to get the kill onto Chovy, so that is a big deal for picking up that cash, but I just don't think it's going to be worth it when Ruler is going to be picking up his 9th kill in a couple of moments.
Yeah, I mean, does this really change the landscape of POM votes that much? Like, it was really impressive from Chovy, but it wasn't an actualizer highlight, you know? It was,
yeah, that's a good point.
I mean, he ghosted, which is cool on the patch. I mean, yeah, Ruler killed a Scion, so that's not really like that many points in his corner either.
Oh, but he tanked.
The outplay! Rich survived for a really long time, which is kind of cool. Are we just going to...
Wait, we're going to go for this? Oh, the Pro View, okay. Didn't we have... Never mind. He was saying something, so we will be able to get all of the info.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He called him a youngin', essentially. I was right.
He's like, he's like, I'm so young, and now I'm older. As he died. As we've got a little bit of a fight here towards the top side. There's a public execution. Tempered Fate locks up a few of them. But unfortunately, Andil is still going to die. Yukal also looking a bit worse for wear as it's a triple kill already for Ruler. And let's see whether he can lock down the Penta this time. Rich is going to go down for the Quadra, and Jiu is just running for the hills. Another denied Penta here for Ruler. Unfortunately, they are still going to run after him, but it's just not going to be twice in a row.
I think
what are the odds?
The game will last long enough for that to come through. Oh, Jin versus Turret. Turret wins!
Oh no, there's the Penta! There's the Penta! Unofficial Penta for Ruler! Put it on the stats page!
Oh my god, Jin! Oh god.
It didn't feel great for anyone, I think, involved, as Ruler does one shot towards that turret to do 1 billion damage to it. Willa almost just dies as an afterthought, as in goes Canyon, finds the Cyclone, and down goes Willa. Now Ruler is moving forward. Tempered Fate does not find him, but Petrifying Gaze, it does. Public Execution gets right in amongst it, as it's a double for Ruler so far. Chovy grabbing a kill himself. And man, this Ruler guy is pretty good at this video game. 17, 2, and 6, and finally, Gen.G will put DRX out of their misery.
Yeah, pretty quick game 2 here. 24 minutes in. Game 1 a lot more interesting. DRX decided to send it big on those 2 Dragon fights. They came up with nothing. And when it comes to the best team here...